In this 2024, we had a lot of release cameras. Yan. But on today's vlog, join me as I put the two best camera in the market, which is the Canon R5 Mark II and the Nikon Z6 Mark III. In this video, we're putting two of the most highly anticipated camera of 2024, as both cameras boast impressive specs and features. Which one comes out on the top? Yan. We'll dive into the details comparing the specs of these two best camera in the market. So, yan. First, we will check the announce and the price of these two camera. First, the Nikon Z6 Mark III announced last June 17, again June 17, 2024, with the price of $2,496 for the body, while the Canon R5 Mark II announced last July 17, 2024, with the price of $4,299 body. Again, the price of this, I based the price on one of the shop in US, online shop in US, and they have also shop. So again, it depends on your market, how much, depends on your market area, how much the price of these two cameras. So again guys, first let's jump into the reason why we will consider to buy the Nikon Z6 Mark III over the Canon R5, even though we know already that this is not a best comparison. But again, maybe if you are looking for a cheaper version or of the R5, and if you want Nikon, check these specs of the Nikon Z6 Mark III compared with the R5 Mark II. Again, you have more cheaper body price. As I said before, it's only 2,499 US dollar compared for 4,299 US dollar of the Canon R5 Mark II. You have already better ISO resolution, better ISO of the Nikon Z6 Mark III, because it's only 25. Again, it's 25 megapixel for the Nikon Z6 Mark III. So it's more better for you for the ISO. And you have already insect tracking on this camera compared for the Canon R5 Mark II. So that is the reason you will take the Nikon Z6. And of course, the Nikon Z6 compared with the R5 Mark II, they also share some similarity. So whatever specs from Canon R5 Mark II also have already in the Nikon Z6 Mark III. For example, they are both stock sensor. Nikon have already stock sensor. They both unlimited video recording. They both have a pre-shooting buffer. They both have wireless and Bluetooth connection, censorship image stabilization. You have fully articulated touchscreen, external flash shoe, face detection focus. You have LCD screen size of 3.20 or 2, and you have more better resolution. They both have same screen resolution, which is 2.100K dots, and they both have microphone and headphone port, weather seal, time-lapse recording, top LCD display, AF bracketing. They both have full-size HDMI port, focus bracketing. They both use also 2 storage slot, UHS 2 and CF Express Type B, smartphone remote, webcam function, anti-flicker, eye tracking focus, and vehicle tracking focus. So that's the reason why you will take also the Nikon Z6 Mark III compared with the R5, because first, again, the price and insect focus, insect tracking autofocus, and the better ISO resolution for the Z6. And also, they also have a same specs with the Canon R5 Mark II. So let's go jump into the reason why, guys, the R5 is way more better than the Nikon Z6 Mark III. So first, there's a zero blackout viewfinder, so no blackout during continuous shooting burst mode. Waveform is already to monitor the brightness of your video. No crop at 4K 120p in the video, while the C6 is already cropped when you take 4K. There's no lens breathing correction, anti-dust shutter mechanism. When removing the lens, the shutter will automatically close to protect the sensor. Yan. eye control autofocus, which is you can see in the Canon R3. I'm not sure in the R1. I didn't see the R1 the specs, but Canon R3. This is eye control autofocus, is to control autofocus point with your eye. Yan. Again, the Canon R5 Mark II is 45 megapixel compared to 25 megapixel of the Nikon Z6 Mark III. More focusing points, which is 5,940 compared for 299. You have maximum shutter speed of 1 over 32,000 compared for 1 over 8,000 of the C6 Mark III. Electronic shutter is 32,000 compared for 16,000 of the Z6 Mark III. You have more faster burst mode because it's 30 frames per second compared for 10 frames per second of the Nikon C6 Mark III. And battery life, you have more battery life because shoot 620 compared for 380 shots. And more lighter because 746 compared for 760 grams. And you have maximum video resolution of 8K compared for 6K. Yeah, 8K over 6K. The 8,192 by 4,320 versus 6,048 by 4,032 of the Nikon Z6 Mark III. And you have a focus stacking in the Canon R5 Mark II. So that is the difference between the R5 Mark II and the C6 Mark III. Before, we have also comparison with the Nikon C6 Mark III with the R6 Mark II. So on this vlog, we will try to compare and why still you need to consider the C6 Mark III over the R5 Mark II, or why the R5 Mark II have a better specs on the C6 Mark III. So, and guys, again, in the end of the day, still depends on you what kind of photography style that you are doing, and depends on the camera to use. If you feel the camera of the Nikon Z6 Mark III, it's up to you guys. If you like the R5, like the color of R5, if you like the color of RC6 Mark III, it depends on your use and depends on your style, shooting style. It depends on your style. If you like the camera of Canon, then go with the Canon. If you like with the Nikon, go with the Nikon. At the end of the day, both this camera is amazing camera. So, yan. Again, guys, if you want to check the price and availability of these two camera, you can visit our website, www.abworld.com. All the Nikon product is available in the market. Especially now, we have C6 Mark III available in the market, and also the Canon R5 Mark II available in our showroom and in our website. So, ayan guys, I think that's it for today's vlog. Again, this is a quick comparison between these two camera, Nikon Z6 Mark III and the Canon R5 Mark II. So, both amazing camera, guys. So, again guys, hanggang dito na lang. Thank you and mabuhay.